Hey, you crazy collector, Shuki here. Trying a new intro, I guess. I don't know. So I've got an HLJ box here, and I've got some other cool stuff that I want to show. I normally do this in a live stream lately, just because I like the kind of back and forth with you guys. I think it's really fun. But I switched schedules since the last time I did a stream. I work until midnight now, normally. And hard to stream when you're working during peak stream hours. I do have the afternoons open, which is when I've been doing most of my toy hunting and just errands and stuff I need to do. But there's not a lot of time to do that. And so while I could stream then, that's still not really peak streaming hours because most people are either working or doing their own errands or whatever. So most people aren't really around to watch streams at 1 o'clock in the afternoon or something like that. So I'm here just doing a traditional old video. So let's go. I really don't have anything much in the way of updates. That isn't just normally all on my socials. Yeah, I still hope to stream a little bit more regularly. Maybe if my shift changes again, or dedicate it to Sundays or something like that. All the animals are here today. So I'm still working on that. I've got a lot of cool blog things that I'm working on behind the scenes that I hope to have done within a couple months or so. And then again, I do want to get back into some sort of creative video content. I don't know if it's toy reviews. I don't know if it's freeform opinion videos. I don't know. I have no idea what the future of this channel looks like. Mostly because one of my eyes is covered right now. I had some 90s emo going on. But yeah, so that's it. My updates are that I don't really have updates. Everything is still unknown. Hana, you are an incredible creature that I don't understand. If only you could see this cat, not that one. That's Cressy. Cressy's good and generally doesn't get into things. Hana doesn't know where she's going. To be fair, none of us really know where we're going. But anyway, HLJ box, there isn't a whole lot in here. But I've basically showed off every other Zenkaiger related toy that I've gotten. And there's one in here, so I figured, why not? Let's document it. Though I say that, and I never did any videos or anything for any of the Sentai gears I got from Tokaioh, but that's neither here nor there. Okay. This is hard to do when you don't have okay, let's just scoot. Alright, packing material. Okay, yeah, there's not a lot in here at all. Oh, some of the stuff I'm not even keeping. Though what else is new, right? Okay, so here's Soto Chronicle Gaim 3. And I don't remember what's in here. So let's take a quick look. So we got 1, 1, 2, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So we got a duplicate of Kiwami, which makes sense. So this has Kiwami, the weapons box, which is box 3, and box 4. Box 5 is Lord Baron, and 6 is the rest of Lord Baron. And then 7 and 8 is Yomotsu Higuri Ryugen. And here's Lord Baron. It's really cool that Lord Baron got a retail Soto release. I think that's pretty neat. So, I'll get to those at some point. I haven't done any of the Gaim ones. They're still just kind of chilling. And this is Saber, book 7. This has a home already. I'm opting out of the rest of Saber Soto because I'm cutting back on a lot of different things. There's a lot of things I want to get that I haven't, and a lot of things that I did get and don't. So Saber Soto's kind of out the door. I want to go back and get the Gaim premiums and the O's premiums that I don't have yet. So I do want to get those. There's a lot of premium odds and ends that I need to get and haven't because I've been spending my money on other things that I also don't really need. So we're doing a big overhaul of the collection, so expect a lot of things to go up for sale relatively soon. We have our Ultra action figure of Big Jugs. Jugless Juggler is here. Very cool. I'm very glad that they did a figure of him because my figure art fell off of my bookshelf. That brown bookshelf right there. He was on there and he took a tumble and then his leg joint broke. A couple days after that, they announced the new premium color version on Premium Bandai. That was a betrayal. Needless to say, I did not get the new figure art, and they announced this. So I'm like, you know what? I'm fine with this. So we got that. We got the big vinyl of Scavenger. I think I'm gonna have to fix his feet a little bit. He got smooshed, but he a big boy. He is probably 9 to 10 inches. I don't think he's quite a foot tall, but he's somewhere probably within the 9 to 11 inch category. But I love Scavenger. Scavenger fight was the biggest waste of time that I enjoyed to the fullest. It was really dumb and I loved it. But he's here and I love him. So he's probably going to chill on my desk. Because I don't have any other big ones. So the normal sized one can go with all my other Ultra vinyls. And this one can just chill on my desk and be my friend. Because Scavenger is a friend. He's a friend-shaped robot. As mentioned, Zenkaiger, Twokaioh. Okay, so Twokaioh is here. I'm looking forward to this. I think it's pretty neat. It's got some really nifty mechanics in the crocodile mouth that let Katana and Riki shoot into the middle, which I think is really cool. There's artwork on the back of Katana getting eaten, which is honestly just great. So yeah, I'm looking forward to opening this. I'll probably check it out sometime tomorrow. It is currently 3 in the morning, so I'm going to bed immediately after this. Hana is now playing in the packing material, because of course she is. But most importantly, I picked up this little guy. And I would have had him sooner, but he came out a day after I shipped my last HLJ box. But I got Hamtaro in a Godzilla suit. And you might be thinking, Shuki, why on earth did you get a Godzilla a Hamtaro in a Godzilla suit? And to answer that, I say, why the hell not? More importantly, why don't you have a Hamtaro in a Godzilla suit? So this purchase came about at a weird time. One, he was only like $10, $11 maybe, and I'm like, well, I have to for that. And it's like his little hood can come down, so he's like chilling. And so this appeared on HLJ right around the time that, I've had this on order for a while. This came out around the same time that the V clan selection series started to get leaked, and we found out about Hamneon, and that the Hamske ride line was going to get support. And then I decided to go all in on that. And then Hamtaro appeared. And I'm like, well, I need a Hamtaro to go with my hamster deck. And also, Zeal got announced for Dimension Police. And I'm like, well, those are kaiju, and Godzilla's a kaiju. So this is just the things I'm getting out of clan selection in one plushie. So I got the plushie. Now, of course, I just appreciate the fact that it's Godzilla and Hamtaro. But yeah, so I got this. I love it. You're also going to stay on my desk. But yeah, so that's it for the HLJ box. Like I said, there wasn't a whole lot in here, and a lot of it is stuff I either don't care about or is getting sold. But we made 2 friends today. And at the end of the day, friendship is what really matters. Friendship. Okay, anyway. Enough of my idiocy. The other stuff that I wanted to show, I also got today. And this is all stuff from the Bushiroad EC shop. So if you don't care about Cardfight Vanguard at all, bye. Because the rest of this video is going to be Vanguard related stuff. If you don't know what Vanguard is, it is a card game / anime franchise from Bushiroad that's really good. Go check it out. Just search Vanguard, Cardfight Vanguard on YouTube. They got all the anime episodes available to watch. And look up Different Fight if you want a good YouTuber for Vanguard stuff. But anyway, so they were putting up a lot of these like 10th anniversary merchandise up on the EC shop, and I wanted to get a lot of it because 10th anniversary just seemed like a good idea. And unfortunately, I usually use Bai for all of my middlemanning stuff through like Mercari or Yahoo Japan auctions or stuff like that. And unfortunately, Bai wasn't working with the Bushi EC shop. And Bai doesn't have a method of like put in a link and we will buy it for you. Zen Market does. I hadn't ever used Zen Market previously. I had an account, but I never used it. And so Zen Market had a feature that you just take the link of what you want to purchase, you drop it in the link, and then hit enter, and then someone at Zen Market will go in and give you an estimate of what you need to pay and whether they can get it, and then you go from there. It's very easy. Doesn't take a whole lot of thought. It's super easy. And so I had to go over to Zen Market to do all of this. So shout out to Zen Market for having that feature. If anyone from Bai happens to see this, I use you guys regularly. I love you guys. Please get a feature like that. I know you have the add to Bai function, but it's not compatible with all websites. Make it compatible with all websites. Because I would have loved to have all the stuff I currently have in my Bai warehouse also in this package. So now I have things just all over the place. But enough of that. This is just some of it. This was an order split with my friend Jake. He bought a lot of stuff too. Because we're a bad influence on each other. I made a career out of being a bad influence on people. And here we are. So first and foremost, I didn't actually want to take these out of the plastic yet, but I feel like if I'm going to talk about them, I have to show them to you. So this is immediately going to go in a bag or something because it's white. Oh, it's got paper. But this is the 10th anniversary playmat. So this is kind of the main art that they were using for most of the 10th anniversary related stuff. It's just got the main characters of each of the different arcs of the anime. So you have like Aichi for the main series and the beginning of the V series, Chrono for the G series, you have Shin from the Shin arc, you have Emi for the If series. So you have the main character from each of the different anime arcs. But really cool. I was waiting for them to make a mat for this. I would have loved if this was a mat that had all of the characters on it. But alas, it was just this. But this is very cool. I kind of want to get this hung up somewhere. I definitely don't want to use it. It's primarily white. It's kind of more like a pinkish cream color. But that's a stain waiting to happen. And then I also got this one. I don't know why, because I don't need more Vanguard mats. I continuously get new Vanguard mats. Much like I get new Pokemon mats all the time. And I don't need them. I have so many. But, yeah, I got this one just because I really love this deck. But I've got a really cool Dimension Police mat. I'm never going to use these mats. But here we are with new mats. So this is the Twokaioh mat. It's got the art for the Magnolia Ride line with the crit and the heal trigger down there at the bottom as well, because they make a big connected picture if you put all 6 cards together. I got this one. I'm primarily playing Dragon Empire right now because Virina is really cool. But I'm not big on Nirvana. I'm better in the Virina. So I got the Magnolia one because it's prettier. So those are the only mats I got. I'll probably use the Twokaioh one, but not use the 10th anniversary one because that one gets hung up. I'm not taking this out of the plastic because this is huge. But this is a big towel. I'll try to put it on screen, probably over here because there's more room. I'll cover up Snorlax's face for a second. But this is a big towel with the 10th anniversary artwork on it. I don't know how big this is exactly, but this is the headboard of my bed right here. I want to put it right above my bed because I'm that nerd. But yeah, this is just a big towel. They call it a grand towel. Yep, that's certainly a grand towel. Can you imagine like strolling to a beach with a towel this big? First of all, no, don't dirty it. It was expensive. But wow, just big old towel. I don't know why it wasn't just a banner, like a wall scroll. I don't know why it's a towel. Bushi's got a thing with towels. They made towels for the nations for overdress too, and I don't understand why they keep making towels. But I digress. I also got the storage box from the latest Vangasai, the Vanguard Festival. So it's got all the protagonists on there, the same 4 that I mentioned, plus Yu from Overdress on there as well, with their silhouettes on the side, and the Crit Trigger logo right there. I needed a new storage box for Overdress cards, so I figured why not. If there are any Vanguard fans watching this that need a storage box, I think this is going to hit the global Bushi shop probably tomorrow. Depending on when I actually get this video out. It might already be up. But they kind of teased some Vanguard Festival stuff on the global shop. So hopefully. Also, here's a Force 2 marker with the If characters on it. Because they were giving them away. And we got all of the same one. And oddly enough, not that many of them. But, what is this? What is this, you crazy? Yep. Nowhere to go up here. But more 10th anniversary merchandise. There's a leather deck box with the character silhouettes. You got them on the back. You have the 10th anniversary text in nice blue foiling. I'm never going to use this. I'm going to take it out of the plastic and then put it on a shelf. Mostly because, one, these take up a lot of space. You could probably fit two or three decks maybe in here, depending if they were double sleeved or not. And I just don't have a need for a deck box this big. And I don't want to dirty it. Like, this is, I don't want to say one of a kind, but hard to replace if you ruin it. And I don't want to ruin it, so probably not going to use it. But it's pretty, and I needed it. For sleeves, I have the clamp overdress art ones, which are nice and foily, which are pretty cool. The 10th anniversary artwork sleeves. Was very patiently waiting. Can you focus on the sleeves, please, instead of Snorlax? Probably not. I apologize. But these, I've been waiting for these to be made. And it took them a while, but we finally got here. These are gorgeous. And then I also got the Daivangasai yellow ones that match the storage box with all the main characters on them. I don't know when or if I'm going to be using any of these, but I wanted them just in case. So, very pretty. I've mentioned this previously about my love-hate relationship with double sleeving Vanguard cards, because I want a double sleeve to protect these sleeves, because these sleeves are both harder to replace and they're not matte, so they don't shuffle as well. And when you double sleeve, it just makes the deck significantly thicker, and I've got really small hands that aren't particularly made for shuffling huge piles of cards. But alas, I might have to, because these are pretty. These are pretty neat. So these are little black frames, and inside the frames is artwork of a particular unit. And then there's a little stand included right here that you can put it on. So this one is Victor, a Nova Grappler unit from the Extreme Battlers that I have a premium deck built for. This one's not mine. That one's a gift. And then this one is Great Dayusha, one of my favorite units from Dimension Police. So I had to get those. These are the two clans that I played the most. And I have both their decks built, so I needed to get those. These are some character stands. I didn't want to go too crazy with these, just because I don't really have a place to put them. But I wanted to get a couple, just to see how they were. They made a whole range of 10th anniversary ones. And this one is Misaki. I got Misaki because, one, I just like Misaki as a character. I have a huge weakness for female anime characters with, like, silver hair. And her dress was super pretty. That was my main reasoning, is I like the character and her dress was pretty. But here we are. So the problem is that, like, I would really get Kamui, but I really only liked Kamui in G. And the art that they used was Kamui in the original series, where he's like 11 or 10. And he's super obnoxious. And he looked like a dweeb. So I didn't get Kamui, and they didn't make any of my other favorite characters, because they aren't really main characters. So I just ended up getting Misaki for these. And then they did a line of overdress related ones, and so I had to get Yu and Megumi to rep Dragon Empire and Twokaioh, since those are the two nations I'm primarily playing. in Overdress series. So those are pretty cool. They're a lot taller than I thought. Like, these are probably a good, like, 6 or 7 inches tall. So, really cool. So I will, unbox all of those and eventually make a nice little Vanguard display shelf. And I'll take a picture of it at some point. Whenever that happens to get made. I'm not sure what I'm doing with these yet, because I ran into a problem. So these are the, like, acrylic plates for the 10th anniversary artwork. So this is the one for If. The If season. And I really like these. I think they're great. It encompasses all of the 10th anniversary character arts, which I really liked. And I could, like, display them out on a shelf instead of being restricted to, like, the towel. Or having to buy every character like this. And so I ordered all 4, but the G one, the G era, sold out. And so I've got the If one, which, I mean, these look great. The original era one, Kai's covered up. Unfortunately, with the Zen Market sticker. The original era one, and then the Shinamon Arc era one as well. And so I got 3 of them, but then the G one sold out and Zen Market wasn't able to get it. And so I've got 3 of the 4. And I got all 4 so that I would have the whole, like, lineup. And, like, G is my favorite series. And so now I have 3 of the 4, and I don't know what to do. I don't know if I'm going to end up selling these and just foregoing it altogether, or if I'm going to try to hunt down the G1. I have yet to see it on Yahoo Japan or Mercari, but we'll see. I hope to have a full set of these at some point. I just don't know if that's going to happen. So yeah, that was our big Bushi EC shop haul. Hopefully, with the global Bushi shop open now, they finally got Vanguard stuff. They teased their first big Vanguard drop for the 11th, I think. So I'm hoping that I won't have to use the EC shop in the future for cool stuff like this, and that they'll just put it up on the global shop. But we'll see. Fingers crossed. Because I love Vanguard a lot, and I would love it if I could get this stuff as easy as I can get stuff on, like, Pokemon Center. So I'd have an easy outlet for 2 of my favorite things in the world. Buying stuff. So yeah, that is about it. We've been almost at this for a half hour, so I'll cut it short. Cut it short. It's already half hour. It's not short, Shuki. That's not short. Wow. Okay. Anywho. Let me know what you guys kind of want in the comments. Are you interested in some, like, freeform opinion pieces? You want me to stick to toy reviews? Again, moving forward in the future, I don't particularly know what I'm buying and what I'm not buying. I'm currently buying into Trigger's toy line. I don't know if that will last. We'll see. It depends on how cool the toys end up being. And how good Trigger is as a show, I suppose. Ultraman's always shorter, so it's a lot easier to buy in the toy lines for Ultraman. But Zenkaiger's not putting up a whole lot of merch. I'm not doing Saber. I'm probably not going to do Revice just because I've been having a good time not having to worry about Rider toys. And so we'll see. Of course, I'm still buying Transformers up the butt. Every release Hasbro throws out, I think I end up getting at some point. So Transformers are always a shoo-in. The first Kingdom ones I did before my work schedule changed and I got super busy again. Didn't do too hot, but then again, nothing I ever did really did too hot. So, I don't know. I mean, if Transformers or something you guys really want to see, I can try to get back into that. Again, the problem I'm having right now is just that toy reviewing in general is such a populated area on YouTube that I kind of feel like my ship has sailed in that regard. Like, I was in that space, I succeeded in that space, and then I stopped, and now my chances of going back into that space are kind of minimal. And like, I don't know if it's worth the effort of trying to get back into that space, particularly because of how much of a crunch on time I usually am in. So I don't know. Again, it's something like I need that creative outlet in my life. And thankfully, doing R the Streets on Fridays, 10 p.m. Eastern, over on R Infinity, is kind of like one of my creative outlets. Now, granted, it's kind of, we just have a particular order on which we do things. We have a good time, and then we end. So it's not particularly much of a creative outlet, just as like a fun outlet. But I don't know. I need to get into like story writing or like journalistic writing or art. I don't know. I need something, because right now my life is kind of in this consistent rotation of wake up at some point, do whatever it is I need to do that day, work until midnight, and then it's usually pop on Fortnite for like 2 hours with my friends, and then for like another hour or two, it's either catch up on shows or work on something I need to work on, go to bed, repeat. And like, I'm not getting that creative outlet like I always did when I was doing videos. And it's driving me a little nutty, I suppose. And like, I mean, there's so much going on in my life personally that I feel like I could talk about and discuss and hopefully raise awareness for things. And it's something that I personally feel really attached to, that I really want to do. I just don't know the outlet of doing that. And so like, what I want to do creatively is kind of up in the air and going every which direction. It's like my brain exploded and everything's just going in all these different directions. So I don't know where all the pieces are going to end up, or at least a majority of the pieces are going to end up. But we'll see. Like I said, I got a lot of ideas floating around. It's mostly going to depend on which idea actually sticks. And we'll see. We'll see which idea ends up sticking. But for now, I got to put all this stuff back in the boxes so that I can actually turn this bed into a bed and go to sleep. So as always, you guys know how to find me. Let me know what interests you the most, what ideas you have, what you want to see, or read, or listen to. Whatever it may be, I am creatively open to any sorts of ideas. So let me know. Thanks as always. If anyone wants to get into Vanguard, let me know. I'm gonna preach the good word. I guess it's really easy to get people into Pokemon because Pokemon's Pokemon. But when you have a little niche card game like this, it's a little harder to get people. But they just did a new reboot. It's really easy to get into the game if you can find the cards, because finding card game stuff right now is hard because scalpers suck. But anyway, I added an additional 5 to 6 minutes to this video that did not need to be here because I went on a tangent about creativity. But that is that. As always, thank you for watching. Again, let me know what ideas you have, and we'll see if we can oblige. So, as always, thanks for watching, take care, and have a great one.